finish and just sit there like, okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah, that kind of story.
I'm No-No, and today we're diving into books that have had us intrigued, confused, and maybe a little side-eyeing everything.
And I'm Pixie, here for the moments where you're not sure if you're into it, but you're definitely not bored.
This is Heat Between the Sheets, where power, tension, and questionable decisions all take center stage.
We've got games, control, and a vibe that keeps shifting. Just enough to keep you guessing.
Because sometimes the real question isn't, did we love it? It's, why are we still thinking about it?
Yeah. Haven't read it? Perfect. Come figure it out with us.
Before we jump into competition, tension, and games that definitely aren't just for fun,
We need to pause for a quick warning.
this show is for entertainment purposes only and is strictly 18 and older. And yes, there will be spoilers in this episode.
We'll be talking power dynamics, flirtation that turns into something more, and characters who treat everything like a challenge.
Content warnings were covered right up front in this episode, and you can always find the full list at hbtspodcast.com.
This one is playful, but also a little dangerous.
If you can't handle the heat, don't meet the qualifications, or don't want spoilers,
This is your one and only chance to step out before things get competitive.
still ready to play?
Nice. You've been warned. This episode doesn't believe in playing fair.
For the readers who love a little competition with their chemistry,
Make sure you're subscribed, following us everywhere, and sharing this episode with your fellow Chaos players.
oh, the music's still going.
Yeah,
And
it
how long does it go?
Like forever.
Yeah.
Dang,
Dang.
that's fucking long.
Yeah, it is. That's a song.
Christ. Probably why it's called music. Now it's done.
Oh,
I just don't
got
want
it.
to forget to move that, because every time I forget to move that button back up, we
Yeah.
always try to push buttons.
And then you're like, why isn't it making a sound? Yeah.
All right, y'all, that means we go into Did You Know?
Whoa.
Did you know that illegal gambling operations in the U.S. generate billions of dollars annually?
Hell yeah, they do. I would know. Or would never know. I would never know that, guys.
Illegal? What the hell are you doing that I don't know about? And we're still fucking broke?
Yeah.
You're a shitty co-host. Squirrel moment. Not a part of the Did You Know?
I didn't say
You're
I
the
was
worst.
like good at it. You know, I just do it for fun. It's not for like real money. Fun. F you in, fun.
If I find out that you have millions stashed away somewhere, you are dead to me.
I promise you I know.
We're talking underground poker games, sports, betting rings, and organized networks that operate quietly, but very efficiently.
This is true. I do run it efficiently. Sorry, keep going.
What is happening today?
Nothing.
And because illegal businesses don't exactly come with customer service lines or dispute departments, they tend to rely on something a little more persuasive.
I'm breaking your kneecaps.
I do that. Maybe we need to be working more closely together. Enter blackmail. When money, secrets, and illegal activity collide, leverage becomes currency. People don't just owe money. They owe silence, loyalty, and sometimes their entire future.
Yeah, they do.
Which is wild.
It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Because nothing says great life choice like getting involved in something where the exit strategy is hope no one ruins your life first. The next part hits close to home for me, so I'm not going to make jokes about it. But I will say this. In the United States, about 32 people die every single day in crashes involving alcohol-impaired drivers. That's roughly one person every 45 minutes. And for every life lost, there are countless others permanently affected. Families, survivors, people who carry that moment with them for the rest of their lives. And here's the part that doesn't get talked about enough. Responsibility doesn't always land where it should. Sometimes the driver walks away. Sometimes someone else takes the blame. Sometimes people make one terrible decision, getting in the car, trusting the wrong person, thinking it'll be fine, and spend years paying for it. Because consequences don't care about fairness. They don't care about who meant well, who panicked, or who ran. They show up anyway. So when you mix money, power, secrets, and bad decisions, it's never about the moment. It's about who walks away and who's left to carry it.
You hit a lot during that, did you know? Good job.
Got heavy for a second, sorry.
I when you were like, this is a serious thing for me,
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. We'll let you have your moment.
Thanks.
Yeah, there you go.
Appreciate it. That was my best friend 23 years ago.
Oh, gosh.
In May was taken by a driver under the influence. So that was, and I still feel it when we talk about the grief that we've done before and how there's no time limit on it.
Yeah. What happened to the driver?
He, that was strike 2.
Okay.
He went to prison. The judge at the time did not want to take it to trial, even though we had all asked for it. The DA asked for it. He ended up, was given 15 years with time for credit served. He was let out when his time was up and killed someone else.
Seriously?
He's back in prison. Yes. I just found out in December that he killed someone else. Yeah. So that was devastating to learn that that had occurred.
Yeah.
And when the accident or when the crash happened, he was trying to kill himself and drove his car into the back of, she was the passenger of a vehicle 2 blocks from her own apartment, and drove it 200 feet into a chain link fence. She died immediately. The driver of the car she was in, still alive today, as far as I'm aware, permanently disabled.
And he lived.
And he got out of the vehicle and actually started to walk away, to leave. And someone saw it and told him he couldn't leave. Yeah. Yeah. So please don't drink and drive or do drugs and drive. You damage a lot of fucking people.
Jesus, that's heavy.
Yeah, it's a lot. So
yeah.
Anyway.
Well, let's talk about this fucking book we hated then. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do that instead.
Yeah, it's a lot, but yeah. But that kind of played, that little bit of information about the driving plays a role in today's book. It does. So, take away on today's summary.
Okay, I'm so excited about this one. This is Game On by Navessa Allen, Into the Darkness novel, book 3.
Because we've covered books 1 and 2 already.
And if there's a book 4, Navessa, fuck you, I'm not reading it.
I don't know, I might make her.
No, I quit. I can't anymore. I can't.
Come on, this was better than book 2.
Marge, book 2 was so bad that the bar was on the ground.
That was one of our best episodes.
Because we had nothing good to say about it?
It was so
Are we going to have anything good to say about this one?
Maybe.
Doubtful.
Let's find out.
Okay. Tyler Newman's one goal: revenge. He spent years hunting down the man who ruined his life and is willing to manipulate anyone necessary to get it, including Stella McCormick, the last woman he should involve. She's rich, privileged, and everything he resents, which makes her the perfect target. Stella, on the other hand, takes one look at Tyler and immediately clocks him as trouble. Dangerous, arrogant, and way too comfortable inserting himself into her life. He's exactly the kind of man she avoids. Unfortunately for her, he's not asking. What starts as blackmail quickly turns into forced fake relationship, dragging Stella into Tyler's world of secrets, lies, and carefully planned revenge. But the more time they spend together, the harder it becomes to separate hate from attraction, and neither of them is prepared for how messy that line gets. Because the game, built on manipulation, power, and control, the biggest risk isn't losing. It's catching feelings for the person trying to ruin you. Game on. A dark rom-com packed with sharp banter, enemies to lovers tension, morally gray chaos, where revenge is the plan, but love is the completion neither saw coming. And there's lots of weird things thrown in on top.
Main characters.
Go.
Stella McCormick, Sunshine. Rich, sharp-tongued, and very aware of her own privilege. A black cat energy queen who doesn't trust easily, doesn't forgive quickly, and definitely doesn't fall for men trying to ruin her life. Except, apparently, this one.
Well, she didn't have a choice.
Tyler Newman, Theo Strickland. Same person. Revenge-driven, manipulative, and morally gray to his core. He plays people like chess pieces, always 3 moves ahead, until Stella becomes the one variable he can't control. Blake McCormick. Stella's protective brother with a front row seat to her chaos. Loyal, watchful, and not easily fooled. He's always ready to step in when things start getting out of hand. Richard, Tyler's biological father and the root of his obsession. Not corrupt, but his absence, choices, and the impact he left behind shaped Tyler into the man he is, for better or worse. Georgie and Phil McCormick, Stella's wealthy, polished parents who represent the life Tyler resents, put together, influential, and very used to controlling the narrative. Runa, the victim of Stella's past mistake, and the reason guilt quietly shadows her every move. Vulnerable and but strong, she's a constant reminder that actions have consequences. AJ, Stella's on-again, off-again boy toy with 0 boundaries and even less concern for emotional complications. Fun, chaotic, and absolutely here for a good time, even if it gets messy. Steve. Stella's co-worker at the tattoo shop and one of the few normal people in her life, grounded, observant, and probably questioning every life choice that keeps him questioning every life choice that keeps him in this circle. Maddie, Stella's childhood friend tied to the accident that changed everything. A complicated presence in Stella's past, carrying her own share of guilt and unresolved history.
And then my favorite character?
Arlo. My favorite, too. He stole the show.
Yeah, he did. Snack, bitch!
The gray parrot. Stella's inherited menace with wings. Loud, nosy, and completely unfiltered. He repeats everything he hears, especially the worst possible phrases. He has somehow decided Stella's official name is Snack Bitch. 0 loyalty, maximum chaos.
Yeah, love him.
Best character in the book.
Yes, agreed. Although I liked Stella.
Yeah, she was alright.
Until
the end.
Shit just got weird.
It got weird! So fucking weird.
Like, I don't even know.
Okay.
I don't even know.
So, we read Lights Out. Loved it. Like, it was great.
So good.
The banter, everything, like, the story, the plot, like, everything was great. And then we got into book 2. Okay, so episode 11, Lights Out. Watch that. Great. Episode 12, Caught Up. Super entertaining. If you haven't watched it, I highly recommend it. Not to toot our own horn, but holy shit, I was entertained by our own episode.
We tore that shit apart.
And we went into that book full on knowing it was completely different than Lights Out, different characters, everything was, and it had 50-50 reviews. Like, we knew what we were getting into. And it was Mafia.
Yeah.
So we were excited. Like, okay, Mafia. But watch the episode to find out more. But at the end of book 2, in the epilogue, they're at Josh and Allie's barbecue or whatever, and Tyler, who is Josh's former roommate, best friend from college,
The
high
one
school
who Allie
college,
slept with,
who was
her fuck
Allie,
buddy.
her fuck buddy first, and that's how she ended up hooking up with Josh. He shows up to this barbecue with a mystery woman, right? Well, we remember Tyler from the first book, and he wasn't like a prominent character, but there was enough of him for us to know that he's kind of a douche.
Yeah.
He was kind of a douche.
He's a fuck boy, yeah.
Yeah, he's a fuck boy. And then the epilogue at the end of book 2 had so much intrigue on Tyler and the mystery woman because we knew that was going to be what book 3 was, Game On, that I was like, okay, it's going to be Tyler's book. And he's a fuckboy and he's kind of a douche. Like,
we might like this.
This will be okay. We're finally
back out of Mafia.
Yeah, we're back out of that weird, fucked up, stupid book, and now we're back into like normal, good territory. Maybe. All right. So I was super excited. Pre-ordered the autograph book from Books A Million, and I don't even know. So.
You read this before me. And my favorite thing is you sent me a text. You said, I just finished this book. You're going to roll your eyes so hard apart. And I was all, you're like, I wish I could be there to see it. Yeah. And I was like, I don't know.
You are going to roll your eyes and I can't wait.
Yeah.
And I knew when you were going to roll your eyes because I rolled my eyes.
I have zero idea what she's talking about. So then I start reading. I kind of forget that until I hit the part and I knew exactly what you were talking about because I literally did. I go, oh, you've got to fucking be kidding me.
Yeah. And we can probably talk about it and we'll both go, yeah, that's probably about the same time we both did the same eye roll. But so when the book starts, it starts off fairly solid, I thought.
Agreed.
I thought it started off pretty solid. The revenge plot, it had a solid hook.
Yes.
And then there was the fake dating and the blackmail, immediate tension. So there was a lot of positive going on at the start.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to give it credit there. I'm giving it props there. And the whole class divide, the rich to the poor, right? Like, that added the stakes to it. So there you have all of these positive factors happening in the storyline. And in the beginning, Tyler's motivation feels clear. He runs all of these underground illegal gambling things, like high fucking stakes things, right? Blake loses like $3 million to the house that he cannot pay.
Yep, is his inheritance, basically.
His inheritance that he doesn't even have access to. And so Tyler needs his money back. Because it's not
but
just...
Tyler planned this.
Oh, yeah. But we don't really know all the deets right out the gate. But
you'll learn it pretty quickly,
You learn it quick.
That Tyler planned this.
Yeah. Because he exposes it all, his plan. Evil monologuing.
Yeah.
Type of a thing. But he goes after... Because he doesn't run this gambling underground thing by himself. I mean, he has debtors and stuff. He has to pay to other people too. So it's dangerous people that he's working with. And he does work a lot with, he does do business. Thank you. I was going to say Jeremy, but I'm like, that's not it. It's Junior. So he's working with mafia stuff and it's, anyway.
Yeah.
Dangerous stuff. So it's not like he can just let shit slide, you know. You fucked up, you lost $3 million. It's not like, oh, well, pay it off in payment. No, dude.
We'll work something out.
You owe it. But he knew in advance who Blake was, and he had staged the whole thing. And wanted him to lose the money because he wanted to blackmail
his sister,
the sister and the family. He wanted access to the family. And you learn all that quickly.
Yes.
Because his biological father is Richard, who is in business partnership with her and Blake's parents. And his mom has passed away, right, from cancer when he was like 16, I think.
Yeah, young.
He was young. And he was told, you know, basically he never knew his father. That his father was a rich married prick who led his mom on, who had gone to the city wanting to better her life. And he was a married man and led her on and like whatever. The whole story that you would usually hear in the movies and whatever, right?
Yeah.
Knocked her up and then ignored her. Totally ignored her, so she was forced to go back to her horrible family back in wherever they were from, the Midwest somewhere. And they wouldn't help her, so she was living with her sister. So he's very resentful of the rich people.
Because Tyler was grown up. He saw his mom work for everything they had, which was nothing.
Struggled.
Like not even eat so he could be fed.
Correct.
While his dad was living it up, you know. So yeah.
Yeah, so
resentment.
He's just and so his whole goal is, and he's smart, and he figured out in college that this underground gambling thing was his jam.
Yeah.
He could do this and do it well. So he continued on this track, and Josh doesn't even know about this world that he lives in. So his whole goal is to take down his biological father and anyone associated. Because as far as he's concerned, they're all at fault.
Yep, all the richies.
For his mom's misery, for his horrible childhood, like all of it. He's just a very angry internally person. For someone who doesn't externally portray it, internally he stews in it and has for virtually his entire life. So when I learned that information, right, like his side of the story for his blackmail, I was like, what? Really? This is the what?
It was underwhelming.
Thank you. Yeah. That's the word I'm looking for. It did not have the ingredients for a strong story.
Yeah.
At all. I thought, wow.
Which might be the reason she decided she needed to add in a couple things.
Maybe, because
it made no fucking sense in my brain.
I was so... And I really tried.
Yeah.
And I don't know at this point why I try with this.
I gave up. That's what I'm saying. If you want to read book 4, you and AI can do an episode, because I'm done.
I
I'm
honestly
done
don't think I
with this
can.
one.
I
I
really
can't.
don't think I can.
Yeah.
I was, I can't even say that I was honestly like excited or hyped over the first half. I was just kind of like middle of the road with it. Like,
Yeah.
okay, where are we going with it? Okay.
We got a hook. We can follow this hook.
Yeah.
Whereas with Caught Up, we were like,
From
there's
the
no hook. There's no, we don't, what? Yeah.
Yeah. I twitched the whole time on that one. Like, what? But this one, I was like, okay, like, all right, maybe we got something. All right, I can see this. Okay. But not enough to be like, where lights out. I was like, in it.
Yes.
Like, oh my God.
Yes.
And I laughed out loud. But this one, I'm just like, okay, where are we going? And he just, and I can't say there's no character development, because there was enough character development, but it was boring character development.
Yep.
The entire,
and Stella, so you didn't like Stella?
she was okay.
Okay. I liked Stella.
I liked her enough, but everything at the end was just so weird.
Yeah.
That I was like, no.
I'm telling you and we'll talk about them. The two things that she threw into this book to try to make it a book were so out of place that it distracts from everything. So even though we're tracking, like, we're in this book because, like, we got a hook now. So this might be something. It's going to blow it out of the water, and we're going to be like, nope. No. At least for me, no.
So he's hateful towards her because the research he has on her is that she was in a drunk driving accident that had amputated literally destroyed a woman's life who was a pedestrian, and she got off scot-free for it because her parents paid everyone off. That's the story that he knows.
Yes.
He never went and had a conversation with Stella about it. He never went and had a conversation with the victim about it. This is just what is public knowledge.
And that's so limited. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So
he just assumed this is a big assumption.
Yes.
With the limited knowledge he's going on.
Yeah, and this is typical of humans to just read something in the paper, the media, whatever, and then judge.
Yeah. Simply
Judge. You don't know the people, you don't know the situation, you don't know the story. So, in essence, she was innocent and taking responsibility for something someone else did.
Yeah. She was not the driver.
She was not the driver. She was intoxicated passenger, and the driver fled the scene. And the driver was covering her own ass and immediately had her parents contacting a lawyer before anything else could happen. She stayed behind, called the police, stayed with the victim, and because the driver who fled the scene had already contacted an attorney and built a whole alibi and a story, there was nothing that could be done. So yeah, it just made her look guilty. So criminally, she was cleared of charges because they couldn't pinpoint her as the driver, and the victim couldn't testify because she didn't see who the driver was. Yeah. She was freaking run over. But civilly, she took on the all the medical bills for this girl for the rest of her life, all of them. And she would not accept her parents' help for that. So she's struggling her own self to financially take care of it, because she does not care to be a part of that whole elite world. Mm-hmm. I appreciated that from her. She wanted to be removed from that, but at the same time, it's like, you know what, you weren't liable for that. And if you have family that can pay for that, take it. Like, why are you financially suffering? get some help. Like,
Yeah.
she is struggling. She's a tattoo artist, right?
Yeah.
What was she?
Who?
Stella. What did she do?
Yeah, that's what she is. Yeah.
She is, right?
I thought you were talking about Runa.
No, Stella's a tattoo artist, and is it her shop? Or
Yes.
It's her shop she
Yeah.
runs. And so he just assumes, Tyler just assumes that her parents paid for this shop or whatever. No, she's done everything on her own, and she's, so she's befriended Runa, and she goes to visit Runa, and her parents are always checking in on, like, how's Runa doing? Like, they're very compassionate people. And that was
But she stepped out of, like, the whole socialite scene.
She did.
After that.
After that, she got sober. She never partied again. She doesn't even drive.
Yeah.
All of that. And she has nothing to do with Maddie, who was the actual driver of the incident. And Maddie is the one who still continues to live it up and all these other things. But needless here nor there, because she had taken civil liability for that, people think she's guilty. And everyone thinks that she's this horrible person in her circles, her family circles.
And she don't care.
She don't care. Think. She's like, whatever. Yeah. She's just moving on.
I do my own thing.
But she's now befriended the victim, Runa, and, they have their conversations and they chit chat, and she goes to visit her. And so, Tyler has built this own image of her. So he hates her.
Yep.
So he's mean. So he doesn't care about this blackmail revenge plan that was based on a lie.
Yeah, he does not.
And even the story he was told by his mom about her pregnancy and all of that, that was all based on a lie, it turned out by the end. Remember?
Yeah.
Like,
so he's planning this
everything
elaborate revenge on a guy that supposedly, just ditched them when that's not even what happened. The mom didn't want him to grow up in this elitist.
Yeah, she chose to
this
leave.
Is what she chose. Yeah, and so again, like, do some fucking digging.
Yeah,
like,
do some research.
Yeah.
Don't just take everything at face value and get some more. I don't know. It just.
But he Stella kind of clocks him. Like, he acts like a total gym bro, like meathead type. And then the shit he does, I'm all, yeah, he is.
So when in the back to the beginning, when her brother loses all that money, Tyler plans to, like, go to Stella to basically start the blackmail process, but her brother goes to her first that night, and he's like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Because her brother's the good kid in college. He doesn't ever fuck up.
Yeah.
And tells her, like, oh my God, I lost my entire inheritance and Grandpa's watch. And she's like, you did what? And she's like, how did you? He's like, this guy, I don't know what he looks like. They were all wearing masks. I just know his name's Mr. Strickland. And she's like, oh my God, what did you say his name was? Because she just had a consultation that same day with a Mr. Strickland.
Who was in her chair.
She
ended up making out with.
Yeah. Yeah. Who has no tattoos. This would have been his first tattoo. And she was attracted to him, and they, like, making out in her chair or whatever. And Steve had broken that up.
Yeah.
Inadvertently, but thankfully. And she was like, oh my God, what did he look like? He's like, I don't know. So she ends up texting, I think, Strickland, which is Tyler.
Which goes by Theo at that point.
Yeah, he was going by Theo Strickland. And she was just like, I don't even remember what the hell she said. But that's how the ball got rolling. And then Tyler was like, oh, so she already knows.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Even better. Let the games begin.
Let's get this party started. He's like, I will meet you at this restaurant at whatever time the next day, and we will discuss how to recoup, shall we? And she's thinking, okay, I'm going to record this whole conversation, this blackmail, whatever. And he had already prepared for that and planted a device under the table that would prevent any recording from happening. And that's when he proceeds to lay out the blackmail plan that she will fake date him.
Yeah.
So that he can get close to all of her family's people to get them to his underground gambling to get all their money.
Because that's what she thinks it's about.
That's what he tells her.
Yeah. And then she starts to kind of struggle with this. Like, you know what? A lot of these people aren't good. would I care if they lost millions of dollars? Not really. They're elitist assholes. So I'll give him those names. Yeah.
And that's what he's kind of like, let's go with those people then.
Yeah. He's
That's
playing
fine.
along with her.
I don't care who you give me, just give me people that are going to give me money. And she's like, fine. He goes, once that $3 million's recouped, you can go.
Yeah.
All is well. So she's thinking, fuck, like I can't stand this douche. Yeah. So, and she doesn't even want to go do the like family dinners and stuff. Like she hates doing that. She never does it. So now she's forced to go do the family dinners and drag this douche along with her and pretend it's her boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
So now they're always forced into these positions to where he's kissing her or whatever so that it looks real. That's how the relationship develops because they're forced into these positions.
Yes.
I think that the revenge plot just fell apart.
Yeah.
At this point.
100%. Yeah, hundo.
Like.
And then, I'm telling you, it wasn't solid enough to begin with. So then she got to throw in other shit that you're just like.
That's why she had to throw in other shit. Because at this point, like, as she's writing or whatever, maybe not. Maybe this was her plan from the get-go. But as the story goes, right, we're too early in the book. And the revenge has fallen apart at this point. And we're only like halfway through.
So then we're like, well, what else?
Where are you gonna go? What are you gonna do?
And that's when she's got to fucking make it weird. Just weird.
Yeah.
No.
So.
And you know me, like, I'm all for some of the stuff she introduced, but I was just like, there's no.
So then we get to. Before the weird stuff,
okay,
though.
Let's hammer this out, because we got to talk about the weird stuff.
Yeah.
I'm dying to talk about the weird stuff.
Me too. But before we do, but then Blake is all pissed that she's dating Tyler because he figured out who he was.
Yeah.
He was like, what are you doing? She's like, I got this under control. Like, let it go. And then Tyler figures out who Maddie is because Maddie shows up at one of the dinner parties or whatever. And they have that confrontation, and he's observant. Mm-hmm. And so he pulls Maddie aside and is basically like, bitch, I know who you are. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to see you around again, or I'm going to expose who you are. And she disappears for a minute, but then reappears at another party. And Stella's like, I told you this was going to happen. She's never going to go away. And he believes the story that Stella told him about what truly happened. He did more research, figured it out, and realized that Stella's not a bad guy.
Yeah.
So he kind of felt a little bit bad, and he kind of like has feelings, but he can't because he still has this revenge plot. So he's kind of like deviating from his revenge plan. He's like, okay, well, how can I like take people out without taking out her people? Like, so he's like deviating from the plan, but still keeping the revenge because he's still hell-bent on taking out Richard. Because at this point, he still believes the story his mother told him, which is later on you find out is a lie. So meanwhile, her brother is deciding that he's going to take down Tyler. Right?
Right.
And she's like, stay out of it, leave it alone. Well, then he figures out the next underground gaming thing, which Tyler has spent all this time planning with the underground tunnels and shit. And fucking Blake gets, because Stella had Tyler at all these events, and he was inviting all of these people from these parties she was at to this upcoming underground gambling event. And Blake gets a hold of the invitation, drags Stella to it. It's a masked event. They get down there, and she sees all these young people that shouldn't be there, like a secretary, and they all think they're just there having a good time, not realizing that freaking Tyler is there to like destroy all of their lives. Yeah. In the meantime, stupid ass Blake had called the FBI, and this place is about to get raided. Tyler sees her, grabs hold of her, takes out Blake. They go through the tunnels like it's this whole big mess.
Yeah.
And at that point, that's when Tyler takes Stella to his aunt's house where the mom was, where he was raised by his mom. And that's when the aunt tells him the true story of what really happened, how the mom left Richard and not the other way around. And he was like, holy fuck, my whole life's been a lie.
Yeah.
So then he has like a come to Jesus moment, I guess.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, this shit just got real. Like, this isn't cool. And now I'm bored by this point in the book.
Right. Well, and then he's like, if you're going to keep going, he ends up meeting his dad and they figure out they can actually
tolerate each other.
Be friends. Civil. And the dad had been looking for him and
this whole time.
Happy, joy.
Which is funny because you've been looking for this absent child of yours, but you're a fucking gajillionaire. But
you couldn't find him.
Put resources together to find this woman you knocked up who didn't leave the country.
No. None of this makes any sense.
None of that made it was plot hole. Major plot hole.
No.
So that was uncool. Then that was so when they like met or whatever, that never developed.
No.
That relationship never developed. And I'm like,
because we've got too much trying to develop at this point. We got to go back to the number one weird edition, and then the number 2 weird edition, and then we're all just kind of like,
it's like caught up again.
Yeah,
where we're throwing too much into the book for no reason.
Yes.
So then things got weird.
No, things got weird before.
But then it got really weird.
No, things got weird before all this.
Like what?
You're sorry. Bring in AJ. This happened way earlier.
The AJ. Fucking like AJ.
And I'm here for it. Like, let's do threesomes.
Thank you.
Here for that.
We're at a party. This is before even went to
this is way before.
This is before they went to the underground thing and Blake had the FBI bust him or whatever. They're at this party that Stella had taken them to. And she's hanging out with all of her people, her age. And AJ, her on again, off again boyfriend for years.
Yeah, fuck buddy more like.
Fuck buddy, basically, who swings both ways.
Because Tyler does too.
Yeah, Tyler
miraculously.
Tyler does too. Which it's funny because he even says, I don't know why I'm attracted to Stella. I'm on the dude kick right now. And I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Decides that Stella's like, I don't even remember how it fucking started, but
it's almost like they're daring each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
this is their first really sexual experience. Yeah. It's going to be with all three. And Tyler and Stella are kind of like, he'll back out. And he's kind of like, she'll back out. Oh, no. Then they all get on.
AJ says, I want to fuck your girlfriend.
Yeah.
And Tyler goes, I want you to fuck my girlfriend.
Go ahead.
And she's like,
I want this to happen too. Yeah.
She's kind of like, okay. Let's go.
Let's do this. Yeah.
Let's go. So they all
and he's like, she'll back out. And she's in her mind going like, he'll back out. There's no way.
Yeah. So they're all in the bedroom. And so Stella and AJ are making out and stripping down. And then Tyler literally like backs on up into her. And they're all like touching each other. And I'm like, interesting.
Yeah. And a random threesome in the middle of a book is not the most shocking thing.
No.
I mean, it was kind of a weird place for it. And they made it into a game.
It had no real purpose other than later it circled back to them.
Which, again, they're trying to do too much in this fucking book.
Yeah.
So they end up a throuple thing. What? Why? But go ahead.
That's not even the weird part.
That was weird number one for me. That started off the weird. That made me start going. But I forgot about eye roll. I wasn't at eye roll.
I wasn't at eye roll yet either.
I was all, she knows that I'm all down for You know,
Yeah.
I want twins, so
That
I would be fine with this. We're doing a threesome. Let's do it.
Yep, that was not
Get
the
you
eye
a meat
roll.
sandwich, girlfriend. So I was like, okay, but didn't think about it. But then the eye roll comes.
Yeah. Are you talking about like the hotel room?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, because that
Yeah.
was eye roll, right?
Yeah.
The submission.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. Good. So we eye rolled together.
Yeah. Hard.
So, yeah. After the come to Jesus moment and everything mellowed out, and I think they're still in their dirty fucking clothes from the underground tunnels. He takes her to a dirty hotel. That's what I envisioned.
Yes, thank you.
Like literally,
He doesn't have more money than this. Whatever.
Baffled.
Mm-hmm.
And he tells her he has a brat kink.
Yeah, and he gets on his knees and he's like, "Command me, my queen," basically.
And I'm like,
what? First of all,
I'm not sure you know what a brat kink is.
I literally had an idea, but I had to stop and Google brat kink. Because I was like, let me actually Google this. And then I'm like, because then I kind of realized, oh, I've seen this play out before. Like, I know someone on TikTok that has this. And I always find it humorous, the stuff she's sending to her, or I think it's her husband, and the stuff he's saying back, like he's seriously going to come and punish her, and she's just pushing buttons, you know. And I was like, this is not what this is.
Thank you.
But
that's why I was
the fact
reading it
that
going,
you even tried to throw this in there is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my life.
This was weird.
So then she got to play dominatrix and,
Because
you know, deny him coming and torture him, and I'm all...
That is ultimately...
And then it turns into a throuple?
That is ultimately what this was.
Yeah.
Because he's not the brat.
No.
She gets bratty. She has bratty behaviors, right?
Oh, they're both kind of like it.
She's
yeah,
stubborn.
This is not a brat kink.
No. What he likes is to be dominated.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with brat kink. At all.
Yeah.
I was so baffled by that. Because I've read enough about brat kinks. I read lots of daddy doms and little girls too.
Okay.
So I know. So he gets on his knees. And yeah, like you said, dominate me, my queen, or whatever the fuck he said. And I'm like, and she was like, oh. Like
that's what we're doing.
And I'm like,
oh, you've been a bad boy. You think you get to come?
Yeah, and I'm like,
come lick my pussy. Like, I was all,
yeah. After my eyes rolled multiple times,
yeah,
I went
straight through my head, straight to the back of my head. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
I had to check to see how much more was left in the book that I had to endure.
And then, like, the weird AJ thing comes full circle with the throuple.
Oh my God!
And I'm
epilogue.
like, why?
So them two decide that they're going to be a thing, and this dynamic of whatever they want to call it, I don't give a fuck. And then they get back. I think they move in together. I don't even know. He's whatever, her place, because she has the parrot. And I think he says, I miss AJ.
Yeah.
And she goes, I miss AJ too. And he goes, do you think we should, like, I don't know, like, be a thing together?
This is as stupid as, like it literally was as stupid as she's saying.
Yeah, it was like the most awkward, stupid conversation that came out of nowhere.
Yes, thank you.
And I was like,
because now they're full on banging all the time.
I'm like,
and then they all decide all of a sudden, Oh, they miss AJ because apparently they might have hooked up with him a few more times from this. Let's do a whole throuple thing.
Like
What?
You just got together. How about you figure out who the fuck you is?
Yeah, and you don't even know what kink you have because you're calling it a brat kink, and it sure the fuck ain't that.
Yeah, figure out what you guys are, and even if you even like each other enough to stay together before you start bringing in more people into this fucked up mess. Because
which one do you need?
the fuck? Where's crickets? Oh,
Purple. Delayed reaction there with the crickets. It was bad, guys.
but
What are the
but not as bad as Caught Up.
what are the people saying about this book? I haven't looked. Have
I
you?
don't even know. I didn't even bother to look. Because I don't trust people's opinions on Navessa Allen
I'm
anymore.
just curious now to know. Yeah.
I look it up while I'm talking because I don't trust people's opinions on this book anymore. I know the one girl I follow. I think I told you, I sent it to you. The one girl I follow on social media who I absolutely adore, Lala Shaw.
Mm-hmm.
She cracked me up because she had posted initially that she was 25% in, and she's like, I don't know if this might be a DNF for me.
Oh, okay.
And I was all, oh, damn. And I hadn't even picked this up yet. And she's like, I fucking hate Tyler. I hate this man. And I was like, oh. I'm like, I knew he was a douche canoe from the get-go. And I was like, well, that's kind of how we felt about Caught Up. So I was curious to know how she ended up liking it at the end. I'll have to go back to her socials and check to see if she ended up posting on the completion of Game On this one.
This is not good. So far, what I'm seeing is not good reviews.
Which is odd because people on Caught Up were like 50% of them really liked it and 50% of them don't. But
yeah, I'm not seeing good reviews here so far.
I'm not. In
fact, some are saying like the fact that I didn't even know was out says how I felt about book 2.
Well, there you have that.
Thank you. Yeah. She's like, I don't like the FMC. She's supposedly 35, but acts like she's 15. Okay.
Well,
interesting. Yeah.
That I'm going to stem to the fact that she grew up in a world of privilege.
I definitely liked it more than Caught Up, but I still have so many thoughts. Yes.
Yeah. Agreed.
Like, what are we doing here in this book?
I'm disappointed.
Ending was confusing. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm curious to know.
It ends as an MMF, but not advertised as that. Yeah. Good point.
I'm curious to know, because she's written other things. I want to read something else that she's written outside of the Into the Darkness series.
Yeah, I liked it. I love Lights Out, liked Caught Up, and this was somewhere in the middle. So
well, if you liked Caught Up, you shouldn't be reviewing anything.
I like it.
So
we're never trusting your recommendations, just so you know.
I felt it was better than Caught Up because Caught Up we literally had to choke.
It was
down.
so bad.
At least this I could get through, but it was still no bueno.
No.
At least there were character development in this book.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That was the one thing I absolutely despised in this book was the sudden shift where Stella became the dominant and Tyler was the submissive. Like, what? And it was literally at the drop of the hat.
Yes.
Out of nowhere.
Yes.
How do you feel about their banter? Did it carry the book for you at all?
No.
And would this story work without their chemistry?
The story didn't work with their chemistry.
Yeah.
No. They're like, this banter I liked that it wasn't what they were trying to do in the book too, but you went from literally lights out to the banter, where everyone was saying the banter was so good, to this where it just it didn't hit.
Yeah, I just think she's tried too hard.
Yeah,
you hit a star book, and then you just nosedived for the rest. Like, you should have left it at lights out and called it a day.
I mean, literally,
literally. Like, the buildup was strong, but the payoff was rushed.
And then the weirdness of it just took away from anything that you had built before.
So weird.
Yeah.
So weird.
No, thanks. Pass.
So, and there was no resolution even, really. I wouldn't even call it a resolution. No. Because, like, he resolved his issue with Richard and was like, oh, we're good, dude.
Yeah. What?
Like, what?
Yeah.
What just happened? I was expecting something way bigger after the build-up in the beginning. He had this big blackmail plan, and I thought, okay, like the hook, it was like, it gotcha. And then, like, it fell apart so quick. And easily.
Feel like after book 2, I didn't have a lot of expectations. Which is so weird, because I loved book 1 so much. So you think I would at least come in with the mind frame of, okay, book 2 was a one-off. But that's kind of not what in my mind, I was thinking book 1 was the one-off. This is how she's going to be. And this just kind of verified that for me.
Yeah, I was giving her faith.
Yeah.
I was giving her faith that book 2 was just the flop.
For some reason, didn't have it.
Because Tyler had potential from book 1. And the cliffhanger, or the intrigue at the epilogue of book 2 for him was there.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, you can do this. And you didn't.
Sorry, guys. We didn't love it.
But Arlo was great.
Arlo the fucking parrot with Snack Bitch.
I wish there was more of Arlo in that book.
Great. He's great. Snack Bitch. Like, I'm gonna start saying that at work too.
Yeah.
Snack Bitch.
Yeah, I'll answer.
Thank you.
I will answer. I'll bring you a snack.
Thank you.
Oh my God. And you know,
ooh, we should call producer Daddy Snack Bitch.
We could. And you know, Steve, the guy in her tattoo shop, he was a solid support. There could have been more.
There could have been something.
He was so underdeveloped, because she even...
it made it seem like there could be some intrigue going on.
Yeah, because she even questioned, was he planted here by my parents?
Yeah. Maybe he'll be the next book.
Where was the point in even bringing that up?
No, I don't know.
And more could have happened with Maddie.
Yeah.
If she was such a villain.
Yeah.
Like, and Runa.
I like Runa.
I did too.
Yeah.
And, you know, there was that scene where she went to go visit Runa, and she was like pouring her heart out. And then she heard the shower or whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, you have that hot nurse guy here? Okay, well, what happened with that?
Yeah.
I was more interested in Runa getting a fucking hot nurse guy than the rest of the fucking book.
100%. Yeah.
So I'm curious, did she hook up with the hot nurse dude, or...
There's probably going to...
Anyone want to write that fanfiction?
She's probably going to be invited into the thruple and then be what we call that, a quartet. So, I don't know.
Jesus.
Good fucking book. I don't know. And then we'll find out the nurse guy had a disability kink.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Maybe.
This makes no sense to me. Nothing makes sense.
So, you know, you have Lights Out, which was a standout, and then the rest of the series just doesn't match and feels unnecessary.
Yes.
Both of them.
Yes.
So far.
100%.
I'm hoping this is just a trilogy.
Please, God. Because I'm not doing it again. I'm not.
Yeah, I don't... Yeah, if there's a 4th book, there will not be a 4th episode.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not. If 2 books can prove out of 3 that, yeah, no.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take it you wouldn't recommend this book to anyone.
No!
Yeah.
And I don't even know what I'd call this book.
It was labeled as a rom-com, and I didn't laugh at all.
No. Oh no, I just read a rom-com where I literally laughed out loud more than I ever thought possible. So no. Never did I laugh at this one.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up today's show with a closer.
Okay.
And this one is Build a Player, MMC edition.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yes.
You're designing the MMC like a video game character. If he were a playable character, what are his stats? For the MMC, assign a primary skill, like what he does best, a fatal flaw, what makes him dangerous or unstable, a special ability, what makes him irresistible, his weakness, what could take him down. All right.
Okay.
Let's build this man like a character we probably shouldn't be playing.
I mean, I'm building a character for me, so.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, you want me to go with mine?
Yeah.
His primary skill? Stalking. Come on.
Of course it fucking is.
His fatal flaw? He's possessive of me. His special ability? He has a twin. And his weakness is me telling him to get on his knees.
Okay, that would take him out, I guess. Okay. All right. So this one is not strategic. This is chaos.
Okay.
So his primary skill, dominant presence. He walks into a room and immediately takes control without asking. People either follow or get out of the way.
Okay.
His fatal flaw, impulse control. It's non-existent. He doesn't think things through because he doesn't have to, which means everything eventually blows up.
Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense of your guy.
It tracks.
Yeah.
His special ability, weaponized charisma.
Uh-huh. Still tracking.
He's dangerous, disrespectful, and somehow still magnetic enough that you stay anyway. Still tracking?
Still tracking.
Weakness. The second he cares, it's over for everyone involved.
Yep. Tracks.
The moment he cares, he goes all in, and that level of attachment becomes both his strength and his
Yeah, because
downfall.
people want to do stuff like watch you sleep, and you ain't fucking having that.
So the real question is, if someone chose to learn everything about you, your habits, your thoughts, your patterns, before you ever really knew them, would you feel understood or completely manipulated? See you next time.